Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an HP laptop. This one is an HP-DB0004 laptop, and in this video I'm gonna go over how you can open it up and how you can upgrade the RAM for this one, and the procedures and the tools I'll be using to do this. Just remember, when you do upgrade the RAM, you're not gonna lose any files, or you don't have to do any other configuration or anything like that. It's just safe to do it. I'll leave the link for the tools that I'll be using and compatible RAMs that you can put in here. I made a simple short video to show you guys how you can find out your maximum RAM capacity for your laptop or your PC. I'll leave that link in the video description. It's like a 30-second long video. You don't need to install any programs or anything like that. So people keep always asking me, what is the maximum RAM that you can have? I'd rather not say it than rather show you guys. You guys can see it by yourself. So that way it's not my word, it's the truth that what you guys can see. Alright, we do upgrade this laptop up to 8 gigs or sometimes 16 gigs. They do come depending your processors, with Celeron, what generation it is. But this applies for any DB30 laptop. So let's get it started. First thing first, you want to power off the laptop completely. You want to flip it upside down so the bottom is facing you. Now we're going to go over the tools that I'll be using. I'm going to be using a screwdriver set, the UFIXTEK screwdriver set. And from this set, I'm going to be using a Phillips number 1. I love this screwdriver set because they have S2 class steel bits. So that means it's a really toughened steel bit. They will not go bad. It's not like a soft steel. That's why I like them. If you get the Pro set, they will include you an opening tool, tweezers, few other stuff. But if you get the simple set, for the opening tool, I'm going to be using a guitar pick, and metallic guitar picks are really suitable to opening cases and covers. Alright, with these two on hand, let's get it started. Once you see a few screws, you're going to see on the front of the, one screw in the front of the laptop, and 3 randomly right in a bottom case right here. There are a few hidden screws under the rubber leg on the back and rubber legs on the front. You're going to remove this. The proper way of removing this one is to put the opening tool right at the bottom of the rubber and just scoop up the rubber up, and has a little adhesive. So bring it up in 45-degree angle. You don't want it go over like this, otherwise you're going to crack the rubber. So bring it up in 45 just like this and attach it to the side. So you can see there's 3 screws in this side. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna lift it up, put it to one side, and expose the 4 screws at the back. So we're gonna start from one corner, and we're gonna start removing all the screws. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. Also, if you guys like my video that I make and helps you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. Will be a great motivation for me to make more videos, take requests, answer your questions in the comment area. Once we remove all the screws, now the fun part is to open up the laptop in 45-degree angle, or as much as you can. I don't have too much space here. You want to stick the opening tool between the palm rest and the bottom cover, just like that. I don't know if it's going to focus. There. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to twist it this way. You're going to twist and you're going to hear a few clicks. That's what you want to hear. You want to work yourself all around on the side, all the way to the back corner, and do the front left and front right the same way. You want to loosen up all those tiny clips that is in there. Sometimes those clips break, that's okay, because of the plastic. It just expires after a few years, or it gets really tough or dried up by the heat that generated. Pretty much the screw holds the cover, not the clips. So you want to grab it from one side, bring it up, wiggle it around. There's a tiny clip in the middle, so you want to wiggle it around a little bit and lift it up. So these clips, they have to get loose, which they go right underneath here. Alright, so this is the bottom case. We're going to put it to one side, and we can see the RAM right over here. There's a 2D RAM available in this laptop. and I can see right away that my battery is blown up right here. I mean the client's laptop battery. If yours is super flat, that means you're okay. In the image you can't see, but there's a like kind of curvature is blown up here. So they should replace the battery because the battery life goes down. Pretty much they start exploding like this and they just inflate a lot. Anyway, so the RAM is right here. To remove the RAM, let me flip this one. To remove the RAM or upgrade the RAM, you do not need to remove the battery at all. It's absolutely not necessary. And even if you do remove the battery, once you put the battery back in and you power on, it takes 5 to 10 seconds and you're gonna get a message saying that your BIOS is reset to default. To prevent those, just don't remove the battery. But if you do want to remove the battery, there's 3 screw holes it down. 1, 2, 3. So you can just simply remove the 3 screws. And once you remove the 3 screws, grab the battery by here and bring it up about 10 degrees. Don't pull it up too much because there's a clips on the bottom. After 10 degrees, once you release the pins, pull it towards the fan and you're gonna release the bottom ones here. So there's your battery. Alright, to put the battery back in, just slide down the bottom of the battery right through these gaps and bring it down evenly and push down the contact right in place and put the 3 screws on the battery. Alright, so now I'll put the battery on. To remove the RAM, all you need to do is to grab these 2 triggers beside the RAM right here, one right there, and you want to pull them away about 1 millimeter and the RAM will come out in 45-degree angle. And all you need to do is to grab it in 45-degree angle and pull it out in a 45-degree angle in the same direction. You do not want to pull it up towards the ceiling, otherwise you're going to crack the RAM DIMM or the RAM. So then pull it out in 45-degree angle. You want to make sure the notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM right there. They have it. If you try to put it the other way around, let's say this way in, it's simply not going to go through because the notches don't match. If you want to go on this side, the notches matches. But if I want to put it face down like this, the notch is not going to match. Doesn't matter the orientation of the chip on the RAM. So you want to bring it in 45-degree angle towards the jack all the way in 45 degree. And then you want to push it towards the motherboard and you're going to hear a simple clicking. So there you go. It automatically opens and closes down by itself. So if you want to put another RAM in here, so this one is another 4 gig, you can bring it like this, 45 all the way in. Make sure if you don't put it all the way in, halfway through like that, it's really hard or impossible to close it. So it has to go all the way in and then all the way towards the motherboard so it clicks in. To open it up, pull and pull out. I'm not actually going to upgrade this. This is for demonstration, but that's how you upgrade. Alright, let's say that you put the new RAM in there. If you have disconnected the battery, go ahead and put it back on. And then grab the bottom cover, bring it over. I'm going to always put the I/O side, the HDMI port in. We're going to scoop it right underneath. So bring it in 45-degree angle, scoop it right underneath. Hold it down. And then press the corners and then work yourself around and press the other corners. Make sure you hear those click sounds. All right. And then if you open it up and you see some gaps in here, opening gaps, you can just pinch them together. So you can pinch them together and it will go to its place and it just makes a tiny click. And the last thing down here would be to just put the bottom screws all over the bottom cover and then put the rubber legs on top. I'm going to power on so you guys can see that it actually works. It powers on. Because I do get some people paranoid, keep telling me, why don't you turn on? I don't turn on. So the video doesn't last 5 hours. But I'm just going to come back and do the screwing all this. I'm just going to power it on. Because I disconnected the battery for you guys to see it. It's probably going to take 5 to 10 seconds for it to boot. And I'm going to power on. I should get a message saying that the CMOS is set to default. So let's see, I power that on. I don't know if it has any juice on the battery or not. So let me get the charger, plug it in. There, I'm going to power. There we go. There's no charge in the battery. So I should I got 2 flickers. And then I got the message saying that CMOS is invalid. CMOS will reset to a default configuration and will reboot. So that means CMOS means the BIOS chip. So you're going to press enter I'm going to tap on escape because I don't have any operating system on this hard drive. So no boot drive found. So I'm going to keep pressing escape and F10 so I can go to the BIOS. In here, I can see there's a 4 gig I already have in here. The flicker is because my camera is a 60 Hertz camera, 60 FPS camera, and this is a 30, I believe it's a 30 FPS panel or 50 FPS panel, and it can detect the refresh rate. But if you look at the screen, you don't see that refresh rate. All right. And that's it for today's video. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Click that like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. If you have any question or request, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.